Good morning, Cardinals fans. We made it through another weekend. Happy Monday. I hope you have wonderful things planned for this week. I'm Tara Wellman, if we have not met yet. I cover the St. Louis Cardinals for birdsontheblack.com, and right here on YouTube, this channel is Birdseeds, and here you will find game recaps, series previews, and more. My goal is always to keep you in the loop and entertained, so look for a little bit of info and a little bit of fun. If you are interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see here in this video, give it a thumbs up so that other people know it's good for them to watch as well. But this is about last night, and on this show, we talk about what happened with the St. Louis Cardinals, obviously, last night. So let's dive in. Today, I would like to start our story at the end with sort of a post-credits scene and then work our way back to the beginning. After the game, Cardinal shortstop Paul DeJong spoke with the members of the media, and he referenced Game 1 of the series. Remember, the Cardinals got routed by the Cincinnati Reds in spectacular fashion, but they came back and won the next two games. Spoiler alert, sorry if you didn't already know that, they won last night, that they being the Cardinal. Sorry if I ruined that for you. I promise I will try to make the rest of the video worth your time. DeJong said, though, that they came out a little flat in that opening game, just lacking a little bit of energy coming off of the off day, which is pretty much exactly what I said happened, so you can't flip not the point. The point is, I realized when he said that's exactly what looks so different about these Cardinals on the field night after night this season. They're collectively on their toes and in the moment, ready to fight off a tough pitch or to take an extra base or to make the smart defensive play. Now, that seems like a very obvious place to be as far as professional athletes and their mental preparation, but it's not always been the place that this team has seemed to settle into the last couple of seasons, at least not collectively like this. So they may have been flat in Game 1, but what's impressive is that they made the adjustments for the rest of the series. Let me try to explain what I mean. In the first inning of work for Jack Flaherty, Reds leadoff man Joey Votto reached on a rare fielding error by second baseman Kolten Wong. The flat version of this team would likely have compounded that error and turned it into at least a run. The focused version, though, featured Flaherty picking up his first strikeout of the day and a stellar diving grab by Wong, who stayed in the moment, stayed on his toes, and got the Cardinals out of the inning. And that was one of a handful of smart defensive plays by the Cardinals yesterday that kept the 0-0 tie headed into the fourth inning from feeling like a pressure cooker. Many people will probably say, Tara, they were just doing their jobs. Why are you acting like this is such a big deal? Well, I would say that yes, they did do their jobs, but they did it with a little extra pep in their step. Right now, they're always ready for anything. And it happened on offense, too. In the fourth inning, our protagonist, Paul DeJong, doubled yet again, because that is just what he does. Sidebar, he has 12 doubles already on the season in the first month of 2019. He had 25 doubles all of last season combined. Pretty good thing he's figured out at the plate right now. Then, power hitting Marcell Ozuna, facing off against Red starter Sonny Gray, took what the starter offered him, a walk. Because more guys on base ahead of Jose Martinez is usually a good thing to have. And just like that, an RBI base hit from Martinez put the Cardinals on the board, and as that happened, Ozuna scurried around to third so that he was ready to score, which he did on a sac fly by Yadier Molina. Again, nothing special, really. It's the small things that they should do anyway, except here, Ozuna scored by testing Yasiel Puig's arm from right field, which is a thing you only do when you're on your toes and ready for anything. Even later in the game, when Harrison Bader came in, he stood in the box for his first at-bat of the day, and he didn't jump at bad pitches because he was trying to earn his spot in the next day's lineup. He didn't try to be the hero to drive in Kolten Wong, who was standing at second base. He drew a walk, and it loaded the bases for a streaking Yadier Molina. It's amazing how much simpler this game gets when you just let it come to you instead of trying to force amazing things to happen. But amazing things will still happen, like Yadier Molina extending his hitting streak to 15 games and driving in 2 more runs. Now, if you're still unclear as to why playing with energy and focus seems to be, in my retelling of this story, such a highlight, just imagine this game in an alternate timeline where they didn't have that little bit of extra something. The early error would have become runs, plural. The lack of offense against Sonny Gray would have become frustration. The aggressiveness on the base paths would become caution, and any mistake becomes 3 or 4, and missed opportunities lead guys to press, which never really works anyway. Excuse me, please, I would like to escape this dark timeline. Please and thank you. Look, I think about it this way. We often wonder how much a manager really impacts the outcome of an individual game or an entire season. After all, he's not the one throwing strikes or hitting bombs. But I'd wager that the greatest impact is in his ability to spark a specific mindset. A mindset that has guys ready to make the smart play, to understand the moment, to capitalize on opportunities. It's easy to think that he's on to something while the Birds are winning, but Mike Shildt and company have these Cardinals playing anything but flat most nights, and that is as much of an accomplishment as Jack Flaherty throwing 7 shutout innings against the Cincinnati Reds. But seriously, Jack, buddy, pal, excellent job. So anyway, that is the story of the Cardinals energetically beating the Reds 5-2, sealing the series win, picking up their 17th victory, and pushing their home record to a Major League Baseball best 12-4 at Busch Stadium on the year. And when they're playing like this, it looks pretty easy. If you want more details on the nitty-gritty of that game, make sure you check out birdsontheblack.com for Stu's recap and tell him that I sent you. Today, though, starts a new series, and we will see how energetic and focused the Redbirds are after traveling to the East Coast, where they will meet up with the Harperless Washington Nationals. Be sure to check out that series preview anytime this week over the course of the 4-game set. Subscribe to this channel for more every day from yours truly, and make plans to meet me right back here tomorrow. I'll see you then.